It is said the IT industry is spending 70% of the money in maintenance activity. Hello friends, welcome back to the Java Ashram tutorial. So today we are going to discuss about DevOps. What is DevOps? So DevOps is nothing, it's Dev means development and Ops means operations. So we'll understand today what is DevOps and how DevOps works and how it's helping to the industry to minimizing the cost and effective operations. So consider any large scale development, usually there will be two teams exist. One will be the development team who develops the features, who develop the security updates, who fix the defects, who does the coding, who make the database changes, and it make available to deploy the code into the production. So once the development is complete, okay, the operations team comes into the picture. Operations teams here, you can say the production support team or the infra support team. So they are all the part of operations team. So their main job is to maintain the servers, do the scaling and scaling up and scale down of the servers. They maintain the downtime of the server or your application. They take the backup on the prior interval. So we'll first check how the traditional development team works here. So development teams, once the development is done, they push the code to the production by raising a change request, right? So developer codes the entire update and push it for production. So there is a different mechanism level. They will drop a mail or they will raise a change request to deploy it into the production environment. So this is how the traditional development team works. So how now understand how the traditionally operations team work. So once the operation support team receives the request, it deploys the code into the production, it monitors the application, it operate and maintain the whole infrastructure. They have a large set of to-do list. So while maintaining this, all these operations, deployment, whole infrastructure, they receives lots of error. Okay, and generally to overcome this issue, they generally open the window once in a month to deploy the production code or to do the production activity. So whenever is the delay in the production release, blame game starts between the development team and the production support team. So development team asks, you didn't push my code into the production on time, because of that things are getting escalated. And at that point of time, the production support team or operations team will say, because you submitted it after scheduled time, that's why it got delayed. Or there could be so many reasons to make it delay. So what was the main reason of all the issue, making it delay, getting an issue? So it was because of the wall of confusion. So what if we can break the wall of confusion? So breaking the wall of confusion, that's a DevOps. DevOps means development, Dev means development, and Ops means operations. So we'll see how the DevOps will break the wall of confusion. So then what's the DevOps? So we need to understand DevOps is not a technology or tool or framework. So DevOps is a cultural movement, mindset movement, philosophy to coordinate and produce better and more reliable product. So by automating infrastructure, workflow, continuously measuring application performance, for which they use a lot of tools. So DevOps provides a cultural movement from the manual activity to the automation. So it's a changing of the mindset from the traditional way of development and operations to the newer way of development and automating the infrastructure workflow and all. So there is a, then how, if this is not a tool, then how the new DevOps will change the cultural movement, will change the mindset, and how will it change the coordination process, right? So DevOps is a life cycle. Okay, so DevOps life cycle, you need to understand it's not a finite kind of thing, like at a certain point of time, you will stop doing the things like in a waterfall model. It's not like, it's an infinite loop. So let's say you start planning, then coding, then build, then test, then release. And if some issue in the release, it will go again to plan, then deploy, then operator, then monitor. If there is an issue, again, it will go to the planning state, and will keep going unless your product, application, or software are getting retired, right? So this is how the DevOps works. So there is a various kind of tools that supports to achieve the DevOps. Okay, by using that tools, we will, we'll say we have changed the mindset, we have changed the cultural things, and we are now the making the things automation. So there are tools like Docker and Kubernetes that are helping to automate the manual task and helping the development team and the operations team to work closely and break the walls of miscommunication, okay, and deploy the code effectively in the production with the minimal time and the lesser cost. So that's all about the DevOps, how DevOps works, okay, which tool you use to achieve the DevOps kind of paradigm, DevOps kind of mindset, DevOps kind of process. So thanks guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, and share. If you have time, see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.